if we can convince you that this sex robot is alive, or that sex experience in a virtual reality headset or an augmented reality headset is alive, why would you need another being in the first place?
Still out there.
What does he want?
Did you call the police?
Yeah, like 2 hours ago.
What does he want?
What do you want?
He wants sex.
Well, that is not happening, Buster.
He'll never stop. Even in jail.
Could we put him in another cell, please?
Honestly, this might be my favorite story of the day. Now, I know I've talked about other times that men in particular seem to be opting out of the dating scene. I've talked about at length how AI is likely to disrupt a lot of things. We see the Hollywood writers' strike primarily because they're afraid that they're going to be replaced by AI. We've seen other mentions like G&O Media, which owns Kotaku, Gizmodo, and all these other websites, replace their writers with AI. Now, it's not going very well yet, but it will get better. And now, how does AI affect the dating scene? Well, it's going to offer people who have opted out of the dating scene a very real option. And now the former chief of Google says that AI is going to soon be deployed in love dolls to bring them to life, and warns that it will redesign love and relationships. Well, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that this is happening. And this is the end game, right? Keep us all alone and consuming. I can't think of that movie where people just sat in their apartments all day and like connected to whatever. It's not Ready Player One. It was some other movie where everyone just got fat and consumed and was that's the end goal for a lot of these corporations. And love dolls are exactly the way to do that. Oh, you don't want to spend time with a wife. You could just get a doll that has AI, which is going to bring up a lot of interesting things. If you've ever seen the movie, I believe it was called Ex Machina. The original movie I might have been thinking of was Surrogates. But then I'm also thinking of Ex Machina, where they had basically, was that the movie where they just had hookup dolls, and then the dolls were like, wait a minute here. It's wild. And this is the thing about AI. Like, I'm not trying to sound the alarm, I'm not trying to, but AI is coming hard, and it's coming fast, and we're not ready for it. And it's not a cute movie like WALL-E. It's far, far worse than that. And you're going to end up with men and women opting for these dolls. Mark my word. Like, I'm not talking 20 years from now, friends. I'm talking 2 years from now. Maybe. There's going to be there's already these AI. There was an AI girlfriend that talked somebody into trying to take a crossbow and go after the queen. Advances in artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and augmented reality risk creating a very significant redesign of love and relationships, according to one former Google exec. Quote, let's just say this is a very significant redesign of society, said Mo Gaudat, the former chief business officer at Google's secretive R&D wing, Google X. The convergence of these technologies, Gaudat explained on a recent podcast interview, may lead to these pleasure dolls that seem to be alive, or dating apps filled with AI avatars. Well, I know this. I don't know if I know females in this space, even like in the commentary space. Sydney, even my business partner, has been approached by these companies that are like, "Hey, we'll create," and I've had emails from them too, but I assume this is more popular for pretty girls. But that, hey, we'll create an AI of you that your viewers can chat with. And then you can charge them for it. It's like, I don't want to do that. I'd rather you just join me on Locals or subscribe to me on Twitter. Then you can talk to me directly. You know, by the way, I didn't even really know about all the features of Twitter subscribers, but if you actually follow me, if you subscribe to me on Twitter, I see all of your replies directly, and all of your replies are under a separate tab, and I also follow back all of the people that subscribe to me. You don't have to, but I can tell you this much. If you subscribe to me on Twitter, then I see your tweets, and I see your replies every single time. That doesn't mean I will reply every time, but I always see them because I always sort by that tab first. And same with Locals. I prefer that. I'd prefer to invest my time with my viewers than have some AI do that for me. Speaking on the YouTube channel for the show Impact Theory, Goddap pointed out that the technologists, policymakers, and societies at large focus too tightly on philosophical questions that big business interests will not. We get lost in these conversations of, are they alive? Are they sentient? He said, doesn't matter. If my brain believes they are, they are. That's true. Just think about all the illusions that we're now unable to decipher, he noted. Well, look at the clown world. Does it really matter if the Morgan Freeman talking to you on the screen is actually Morgan Freeman or an AI-generated avatar? If you're convinced it's Morgan Freeman, then it is. And I'd agree with that. I actually agree with that too. He unpacked for the show and their listeners the biochemistry of how this kind of hookup registers inside the human brain, suggesting that the physical side of human intimacy would be extremely easy to simulate with today's technology. Some people might only need Apple Vision Pro or Meta Quest 3 virtual reality headset to experience a satisfying experience. If we can convince you that this hookup robot is alive, or that the experience in a virtual reality headset or an augmented reality headset is alive, it's real, then there you go. I mean, I don't know. I've seen all those banana washer tools floating around. I assume they're getting far more complex. I've seen where AI is. I've seen where virtual reality is. And I've seen where, that combination... that combination of the two meet. And I would 100% believe that within 10 years, there will be people just opting for that. Just like we can simulate very, very easily how to move muscles, there are so many ways you can copy the brain signals that would move your hand in a certain way that would just give it back to you, to your hand, and move it the same way. Envisioning the future of dating apps, businesses under these circumstances, he drew comparisons to the AI chatbot app Replica, which learns its users' texting style to further mimic and bond with them. There are 2 million people on Replica, and it's because there's money in it. And what would prevent the next dating app from giving you avatars to date, he asked. A lot of people will try it. I'm telling you right now, it's not that just that a lot of people will try it. It's that a lot of people will do it and be addicted to it and have multiple partners. There will be people who have 5 of these dolls and 5 different phones and 5 different women keeping him busy throughout the day. It's not necessarily our generation, but the generations behind ours that will grow up with this technology existing and be normalized. It's been normalized. All these shows say, hey, look at this person. He's married to a love doll. Isn't that interesting and funny and kind of, normalizing this stuff? I think that, this is definitely a dangerous path to be heading, but it's going to deny its existence, to deny that it would be wildly popular is foolish. I think that it's going to be extremely popular, and I don't think it's a good thing for humans to replace other humans with artificial intelligence. I think there are good uses of it, but it won't be used that way. It It will be used in good cases very rarely, and in most cases it will be used for like degeneracy or to replace other human contact. And I just don't think that's actually any good. That's just my opinion. It'll be interesting to see what all the comments are on this and how everything develops, but yikes.